This is the BZ-75, a Tier 10 Chinese tech tree heavy. A vehicle that definitely lacks in the damage per minute department, only sitting at 2,150, but makes up for it in the fact that it has 200 mils of Hesh, which deals 780 damage per shot. The vehicle also features decent gun depression and pretty okay mobility at a top speed of 40. Overall, the BZ-75 is quite an interesting vehicle, and Wargaming definitely tried their best to make this tank fun, but also balanced. And that's where this tank becomes a very tricky line of, is it gonna be fun, or is the gun gonna have none? It's quite common that you will shoot at a fully aimed-in side-on shot, and it'll go 50 meters to the left and go pfft. But occasionally you'll snap a shot, and out of the blue, it will hit and deal an absolutely insane amount of damage. But at the end of the day, you can deal 800 damage in this tank, and then an autoloader will turn back and shoot you for 800 in a matter of 2 seconds, and you won't even get into cover. That's one of the big problems with this tank, but to be honest, this tank just kind of sucks. Like, I've really thought about it, and it's just not a good vehicle. It has no DPM, because even if you're shooting Hesh, it's 2,700 effective. That's if you pen every single shot. The chances of that happening are about 5%. And that's for a player like myself. Like, I can't guarantee that I'm going to pen every Hesh, because it's just not going to happen. You'll pen them easily on lightly armored tanks, like the enemy team has an FE2 and 5B. And that, I mean, I can easily pen a 2 and 5B. But talking about something like an IS-7, you're not even able to HE him, let alone pen him in most positions. We're going to see if there's anybody here. Nope. Okay, well, we got the Ritter. Oh, we got the Minnow. Alright, well, there you go. 746 damage shot. Now we just have to back up, keep backing up. Now that is a good example of what happens when the tank does connect to shell. But we do have to wait 17 seconds before we can do another chunk. Alright, there you go. The other nice thing about HE, the one other really nice thing about HE, is that it negates reactive armor, which means even if a tank like the enemy 2 and 5B does put on reactive, it's not actually going to make a difference. Okay, let's aim it on the IS-7. There you go. Nice shot into the side of his vehicle. Oh, there you go. We actually got a bounce. While the armor on the turret of this tank is not super effective, it is troll. And what that means is that you will get bounces that you wouldn't expect, but it's not effective armor by any means. You're not going to get a lot of bounces in this vehicle. Okay, aiming, and there you go. Great example of the Hesh right there. It's a great shot, aimed in. If I had fired AP, we would have dealt 600, but we decided to shoot the HE because it's the side of a German medium. And because we shot the HE, it didn't pen and did basically 0 damage. It is a great example of the downside of firing HE. But again, when you do get a connecting shot, you're able to roll 800. So it's kind of hit or miss, literally. But when you do hit, it's pretty dang devastating. So it's quite an interesting, balanced design. We're just going to drive onto the IS-7, and we're going to hopefully, there you go, nice 757 into his vehicle. Thank you. We do get hit by the E3, but I think that was a worthwhile trade, as the IS-7 really just isn't enjoying life anymore. Alright, at this point, E3 is not really much of a threat, and yeah, nobody really is on the enemy team. We're just going to leave, see if we can get some damage into the Leopard and the E50M. So let's do that right now. Full speed ahead. Full speed ahead. Do, 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 do. Now that's a great example, again, of an easy shot. Hits directly on the side of his tank, but doesn't pen. And because of that, we're going to lose probably, like, if this Skrill, I was about to say, but look at how long the reload is. Like, it really is a great example here. This Leopard could probably shoot us 4 times for this one shot we hit him with. 4 times. That means we could lose probably 1,200, 1,300 health just from a Leopard in the time that we shoot that HE. So that's a great example. Like, you feel all powerful, you're like, oh, I'm going to nuke this guy, and then they just rape you. And that's what happens every single time I play this tank, is you think you're very powerful, you get off a nasty HE, and then you're like, oh, I need to back up, and then you get nuked. and it happens very commonly. The other problem is just the fact, as I said before, it doesn't really have a lot of turret armor, which means you can't trust it in any situation. Every tier 10 or tier 9 can actually cut right through your turret. It does require a bit of aiming, but they can do it. And I can't really name a lot of tier 10s that you can do that to. Even mediums. I mean, the Object 140 and Leopard, like, obviously those tanks are balanced around that. But this tank, it's not mobile, and it doesn't have good camo, and its gun doesn't have 4,000 DPM. It's like driving a 60 TP, but they replace the HE, or they replace the heat with HE as a gimmick, and then gave it, like, 0 turret armor. Like, that's really the best way I can describe it. I don't know. Like, would I recommend to grind this tank? No. Is it fun? Yeah, it's very fun. But it's also incredibly painful when you just constantly lose because of the damage and everything this vehicle does. Okay, well, we spotted something. Oh, it's an enemy M60. Unfortunate. Well, our T-54 is already quite low, but there's actually nothing I can do about that. Got a BZ-75 off to the side, and it would be great if our T-54 stopped poking, but, you know. Why use common sense? I'm also noticing a very bad trend that might occur very shortly, which is the enemy team pulling up on us. But we're going to aim in an HE on the 183 and roll 775. I do have support, so if the enemy just YOLOs me, I have an IS-7, I have a Leopard. T-54 maybe not super supportive, but I do have some teammates here, which is obviously quite an important thing. So we're going to aim it on the KPZ's rear, and there you go. 680 damage shot. Not a high roll. Not a high roll by any means, but it's still a decent shell. Now, in this position here, we are definitely going to win, but that's because the enemy team really has no clue what they're doing, to be really honest. We're going to aim it on the back of the M60 turret, and there you go. 807 damage shot. Again, the damage output can be insane, and you can see that here. But the real question is, if we had driven another vehicle, would we be at more damage right now? And it's kind of a 50-50 in my eyes. We're going to aim it on the back of the M60 again. Well, we could just shoot the KPZ, and that's what we're going to do. There you go. It's a free 460 damage. I don't even need to fight for it. It's just free damage. Okay, we're going to ignore these guys. We're going to push over to the mouse. We're going to see if I can get a bonkaroonie into the mouse. If he backs up, we can hit him in the engine deck and pen. But as of right now, we're just going to overmatch his upper plate with an AP shell. Pretty good either way. Okay, well, now we reload. The mouse is obviously not enjoying life all too much. And will we out-reload the Leopard? No. It's still a great example of just how ineffective the DPM is on this tank. Like, we literally didn't out-reload that Leopard, even though that was a super, super easy shot. But we did alright. We did 3,500. If we were in another tier 10, though, I guarantee we could have done 4 or 5k. If we were in a 215B or a 113, just imagine the farm. We could have easily just kept bonking that 183 over and over. We could have farmed the rear of that Kampfpanzer. We could have farmed the M60. We could have farmed the mouse. There was so much damage there. And because we're in a tank that has 2,100 DPM, we weren't able to get any of it. And you get blindsided because you get these nice HEs. You're like, wow, I nuked the M60 for 800. And wow, I shot the side of a 183 for 770. But you forget that if you were just in an autoloader like a Kron, you could have dealt 1,200 damage. And not only could you have dealt 1,200, but you're doing it in a more mobile tank with better turret armor and the same effective base DPM. It really makes you wonder why you're playing this tank when there's other vehicles that are even balanced towards bad DPM that are so much better. It's really weird, but I don't know. I'm just rambling, but it is seriously not a good tank. Like, the more I think about it, the more I just realize it's bad. Like, the Emil 2 has the same DPM as me, and it's got a clip, and better turret armor, and more mobility, and it's a much better profile. Like, I don't know why you would drive this tank when you could drive a handful of tier 10s. Personally, if you want to deal a lot of damage, just drive an autoloader. That's my advice. Grind a T-57 heavy. You'll have about the same armor on the turret. Drive a Kron. You'll have way better armor. You'll have good mobility. You'll have great DPM. I mean, those tanks alone are are really, really solid. You could probably get a Progetto. You could probably grind really just any autoloader. A 50B you'd probably do better in. You might not have armor, but you deal, what, 1,500 damage in a clip? Pretty dang devastating, not gonna lie. Alright, well, we are gonna drive on up. We see the T-30 in mid. I don't know if their team's gonna drive anything over towards medium side, but I also don't really need to worry. Let's see. Hello, is anybody here? No. Oh, wait, we are spotted. What spotted us? That's the question. They don't have any lights. Interesting. It's got to be the TD bush. 100%. Oh, a 183 in the open. Very interesting. Okay. Come on, 183, cross that. Come on. Come on, you know you want to. Don't know if we can spot him from here, though. Oh. Only 100. Can't pen him from here, though. Interesting. Well, as of right now, this is a very, very passive battle. What I'm hoping is that we can just clear this 183. If we get him cleared, that's a huge, huge relief off of my back. I don't have to deal with him anymore. I don't even think he can really go anywhere, so we'll see. We will see. T-30 just got nuked. Just keep going, guys. Keep going. Okay. I'm going to just HE the T-30. There you go. 314 damage shot. I don't know where this 183 is, but he must have just left. Like, that's the only... Oh, no, he's right there. Interesting. Okay, is he just running? You gonna get in my way? Yeah, of course you are. Just turn sideways, you know? It's not like I'm in a heavy that's really slow uphill and I'm trying to shoot a 183 with an HE shell. That's not gonna help the team at all. No! No! You blocking me is gonna help the team. Clearly. I don't care if you shoot me, because I'm going to nuke the 183. Just absolute dub. Just go, guys. I don't even know what you're worried about. It's a single E100. I'll take the shot gladly if I can get him nuked. So we're just going to push up. Don't care. I'm not even going to waste my shell on him. Yeah, I hope you're happy that you shot me twice. Yep, bye. My team's too much of a wimp, so I guess I have to take the shots for them. Oh, no. Of course. Of course it's the BZ. Poke it again. Okay, I'm going to aim it on the BZ. And we should be able to HE him. Nope. And then he goes right through our roof. Yep. This is where this tank feels like trash. You get penned by standard rounds from a tier 9 heavy, and you aim it on his lower plate, and you deal 100 damage. I mean, that's actually atrocious. It's worse than atrocious. It's about as bad as it can get. But we did get a 770 damage shot into his tank. So, I don't know. It's not a good vehicle. Again, like, this is not a good tank. It is completely team dependent. If I were that M48 pattern, I would send the VZ, but I don't think that this pattern is very smart. So he's going to allow me to just push on up over here. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. Never mind. He didn't even hit me in the lower plate. Maybe he fired heat, but I don't think that's the case. We should win, though. I mean, this is an easy dub, even though we didn't do anything crazy. I think that me taking those shots from the E100 probably won us the game, so even though we did nuke our health for it, there's no way these guys would have pushed. And if I didn't do that, it would have probably been a loss, because our tanks that were over on our spawn would have gotten killed, and then our team would have still been dealing with an E100. So sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet. And even though I only did 2,000 damage, it was worth it. But again, do you see how bad this tank is at getting out damage? Like, that game I did 2,000. A, because one of my Hess shells decided to miss the lower plate of the BZ, which is super devastating. And then it's also the fact that the DPM is so bad on the vehicle that the Emil 2 and Badger next to me were able to shoot the 100 so much that by the time I got my shell loaded, we weren't even able to deal anything but 60 damage to his tank. Alright, well, here we are, another game. Let's see how much pain we can suffer in. Alright, well, they don't really have many heavies, and because we're on encounter, it doesn't really matter where we drive. We got a KPZ, and we're spotted through the bush. I love bush mechanics in this game. They're my favorite. They're so good. I don't understand the point of bushes if you get spotted through them. Like, I just don't get it. So irritating. Whoa. Alright, well, chilling here, and I see nobody. I'm just gonna wait here, to be honest. There's the enemy Hori. Crossing. Thank you, game. I love that. Not really sure what their Hori is doing, to be honest. Is he just gonna YOLO? Like, what are you doing, dude? Alright, well, I'm hoping that he backs up or pulls forward. Come on, go forward. Just right there. That's where you need to go. I don't know what he's doing. But from where we're currently at, we can't hit him. Oh, and we lost medium side? That's crazy. I can't do anything about this. Like, I'm in a situation where I'm not in a vehicle that can hold this. Yeah, there you go. Great job, Vickers Light. You're so good. Alright, well, let's aim it on the rear of the Hori. There you go. At least we clear him. 907's dead. Great job. Yep. Amazing. Kind of hoping that we can kill the patent, but look at the DPM of this tank. Oh, yeah. Reloading, reloading. And then we miss. Wow. Well, thankfully our team made up for this tank's awful gun. But, I mean, the fact that I... Thank you. Thank you, KPZ. Gonna aim it on the back of the VK. Yep, 288. Yep, 288 because my gun can't hit a shot. And now I'm in an awful situation. Got two tanks in front of me that I can't hold. Yeah, what am I supposed to do here? That's the best question that my brain can muster up right now. There you go. At least we penned the KPZ. Alright, let's just back on up. Now we can pull forwards. 907's probably dead. Yeah, not great from our team. I can definitely say that. Our Waffle's still sitting all the way in spawn. Thanks, Grill. Whoa. Alright, well, there you go. Nice 500 damage shot into the enemy KPZ. Thankfully, the Yo gets a clear, but then our 907 dies. So, just back and forth, really. Let's see. Nope, not able to hit the grill. Very disappointing. Okay, well, the Yo pens one. Please kill him. Oh, he doesn't. That's really, really disappointing. Well, that doesn't pen the grill. Yep, that misses the grill and hits his gun. That's great, actually. I think that right there shows the love that I have for this vehicle. The fact that I missed that shot. Alright, well, the Waffle hits him. Yep. Low rolls the HE. 920 alpha. And, still doesn't do anything. Alright, let's back up before we are dead. Aiming. Oh, there you go. The enemy's in the base capture. At least the Waffle kills that player. And he hits that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, clearly. That's an easy shot to hit there, I guess. Oh, yeah, and he hits that. Yep, he hits that, too. Okay. Yep, I'm done. I'm done. There you go. It's a loss because of that. Thanks, Wargaming. Thank you. He pens that. Yep. Will my Waffle move? No. He's useless, is what he is. And we're dead. Yep, there you go. All because the grill hit that shot. I don't even know how he hit it. We could win. It's very possible, but judging that this Waffle's done nothing but sit in the spawn the entire game and not help me, the chance of us winning are very slim. They are both low. You gonna go into that bush there? Please, please go into the bush. Oh, please, please. Yes! Oh my god, we might actually win. Just go. Go. And we won. Well, surprising, to be honest. I'll give the Waffle credit. He did a decent job, but he definitely should have just pushed in to help me later, or at least maneuvered to a better spot to make sure they couldn't push me. I can't believe that the Grill pens that shell on me. I don't know how he saw my turret. That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. So, I don't know. We got a win. A win's a win. So, yay. We did pretty good, 4,800 damage. But again, imagine if we were in a tank that had turret armor and, I don't know, had more DPM, like a 60 TP. We probably would have just easily won that. I don't know. I mean, to be fair, if we'd hit that shot on the patent, it also would have been really nice early game. There's a lot of shells that this tank needs to hit to do well. And if you miss those shots, your chances of winning just get dumped down the drain. So it's quite a frustrating thing when you miss. But, oh well. We had a pretty solid result there. We're back on mines, which is decent. I actually like mines. I like how I say back on mines. You guys didn't see that. I was recording earlier today and got on mines. I like mines. Probably one of my favorite maps in the game. Honestly, all of you that don't like mines, deal with it. I think it's great. I think it's one of the best maps for not getting YOLO'd. But we have a 50B, and he's not running HP. I will bet you $100 that our 50B tries to either get up the hill or just, like, dies within the first 10 seconds of the game. It's gonna happen. It's every 50B player. Oh, no, he doesn't? Oh! Alright, well, it doesn't look like anybody's YOLOing up the hill as of yet. We're going to aim it on the grill, but we're not able to hit him there. They only have one tank destroyer. And the grill got penned. Nice. Not able to hit the Sheridan. Okay, well, I'm just going to push up and aim it on the 57. I'm not really able to HE him, but we'll just fire a standard into his tank for 700. Yep, there you go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at how bad the freaking armor is, man. That just gets me so mad. Like, you don't realize how mad that makes me, but I fume at the fact that I can just get nuked by a tank camping at the back of the map right through the turret, because Wargaming didn't want to give this vehicle turret armor. It's very, very fun. Alright, well, at least we penned the mouse. This tank also has pretty fast track repair, which is nice. Reloading. Yep, thank you. I don't even know what hit us, but it hit pretty hard. I don't trust our HE on the mouse, so I'm just going to fire AP. Looks like he gave up. I'm not going to complain. I don't think I can HE him. It's kind of crazy that I can aim at the flat side of a mouse and not be able to pen it, but oh well. We're just going to fire an AP at the side of his turret. If I was in any other tank, this mouse would be dead, but we're in a tank with like 2 DPM. Alright, well, not bad. A win's a win. Let's reload. I don't know where that grill hit us. Or not the grill, the 57 heavy. Oh well. Sheridan just got nuked. That's actually really unfortunate, because I was about to shoot him. Alright, well, he's dead. And that's good. They're in the base cap. Okay. Just reload. Okay, there's the 57. Alright, let's aim. Is he just gonna keep camping there? He is, isn't he? Let's move up a little bit. Alright, let's chill right here. I'm just gonna wait. At some point, that 57's gotta poke. Yeah, but not the side I wanted him to. Unfortunate. Alright, well, the only other decision I can make is to push Le Boss Chatillon over here. There you go. I don't think he's AFK. No, he's not. But he's gonna wish he was after losing 900 of his HP in one shot. Now our Sheridan's gonna roll up behind him. What are these players? Are these bots? Like, are we looking at bots right now? I don't know what I'm looking at, man. Like, what is this? This has to be like bots. I need to look at that guy's stats after this game's over. Cause that was interesting, to say none the least. The 5792, they're all just camping and spawn. Crazy, and there's the grill again. We love the grill. What a fun tank to fight. The thing about the grill is it's probably one of the most annoying vehicles to fight, because It's never going to be a tank that does very well, but it's always going to be a tank that's just pestering you with its gun. Especially because this thing has, like, 0 armor, as we've gone over multiple times. Bonk. Well, 4,600 damage, and a pretty solid win. As I said, I like mines. I think it's a decently well-balanced map. And because of that, we ended up doing pretty well on mines. Let's take a look at those enemy players really quickly, because there has to be something wrong. This guy, okay, I mean, pretty average. Where's that batch at? I mean, it doesn't look like he's a bot. He's got an actual profile. He's got battle. I don't know. I don't know what I just witnessed, guys. Like, I swear I'm fighting bots at this point. Okay. Well, let's keep on going. All right, this is a decent map to play on. We've got desert sands here, and 1-2-1 TVP. All right, they do have a lot of heavies. I'm praying that the 50B and Stritzvon go heavy side. I don't think they will, but this could be our loss. I'm going to be real. We have a huge heavy side advantage, but we have a massive medium side disadvantage. And I'm praying that our STB just doesn't go rail. I'm praying that he comes towards heavy side with us. I mean, to be fair, I don't know what our team's doing. The heavies are going mid instead of going to the proper side of the map, which is right here. But, oh well. I don't think they're going here. I'm going to give it 2 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, they're not here. There's no way. Oh, of course. Except for the E100, which just randomly gets spotted right here. Alright, well. OP. What am I... Oh, yeah, there goes our 183. Classic. Okay, well, let's see. Aiming. There you go. 790 damage shell into the 50B. Well, if the 50B's here... Oh, no, the Stritzvon's not here. Interesting. Well, I mean, the 183 is always going to do bad, so that doesn't surprise me at all. But I'm glad that the rest of our team stuck together, because that we're actually able to get a decent result out. Alright, let's aim it on the Sturv. There you go. Bit of a low roll, but still 750 damage. Not too bad. Okay, let's go wide. I don't think that they're going to be over here, so we should be okay to do this. Let's see. Oh, we got a TVP off to the side. There you go. Nice AP shell. You can see how I'm always constantly contemplating whether I should fire AP or HE. The majority of games you play in this tank, it's better to just fire AP. But it is a tricky decision to make. Okay, let's see. You gonna poke at Stritzvon? No? Okay. Also got the 183 over here. There you go. Massive low roll, but you know what? That's still 700 off of what I would consider the most dangerous tank on their team. So that's just a dub. Our super conk clearly did not think of common sense, though, and nuked his tank. Wow, that was lucky. That was very lucky. I mean, to be fair, the 1-2-1 like sat and allowed us to aim in on him, but still, the fact that that hit was pure luck. Okay, as I said, this tank sometimes hits miracle shots, and that was definitely a miracle shot there. Even though we are doing a lot of damage, our team is still not winning. The mouse is quite low on HP. It looks like the TVP is going to YOLO my teammate. Come on. Please don't die. Oh. There you go. Nice. That was huge right there. Now the enemy TVP is a one-shot. That's actually massive. Also the fact that the... yeah, this is actually probably going to be a win. Mouse bounces the shot, but that's fine, because we're just going to get to the side of this guy, and bonk. There you go. Alright, I mean, this game was way closer than it should have been. I should not have to deal 5,000 damage when we have such a heavy tank advantage, but okay. Let's see, we got the 1-2-1, and we're just going to aim in right on his lower plate with an HE. Actually, we don't even need HE, and we'll just tap him for a 640 damage AP, guarantee the pen, and give us almost 6,000 damage. So, pretty solid. Alright, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I'm going to HU. Oh, well, I'll still HU. Not a bad result. Another win and a solid game. If my STB was not a Droodles fan and did not stick with me, I'm guaranteeing that would have been a loss. If our STB had just gone to medium side, it would have been a loss instantly. But thankfully, he did his job. Even though you didn't do an insane amount of damage, it's really good that he went with me. Like, guys, if you're a single medium and you look at the enemy lineup and you see not only do they have a 1-2-1 and a TVP, both incredibly dangerous tanks, but you also see that the enemy team is just stacked in mobility. They have a 50B. They have a Stritzvon K. Don't drive alone to medium side. Even if you have TDs covering you, don't do it. Just spot the tanks on the rails. Because at the end of the day, it's not your job to spot for tank destroyers. Like, that's how I always say it. It's not your job to spot for the tank destroyers. It's the tank destroyer's job to know the lineup and see where the most profitable position to go is. And that's as simple as it gets. So I don't feel bad for TDs that I don't spot for if I'm in a light or a medium, because at the end of the day, they should know where to go, and they should know the best spots for me to give them line of sight and cover. Now that 183 detected in the crossing is pretty huge, I'm not going to lie. I'm just going to fire an AP, because it's much better to guaranteed take 600 off of his tank, especially because it is a 183. Alright, so we got the enemy VZ over here. What I'm hoping is that the VZ stays right there. Now that right there, great example. If that shot had hit, that could have been huge. But because it didn't hit, it changed a big chunk of what might happen in this game. Now we can see the enemy chieftain is quite stupid and has driven over. We're going to aim it on the 4005 though. And even though we took 948 off, we still lost 800. But to be fair, that's a positive trade because that's a tank destroyer. We're a heavy. Our STB needs to stop poking though. Dude's bleeding a lot of health for no reason. Okay, let's see. Okay, this chieftain is clearly, like, moist stupid. There you go. 480! That's a mineral, bro! Okay. That's really irritating. Our team is getting bled a lot more than they should be. Oh my god, and the STB might die to the 4005. Backing up, backing up, backing up. Let's just aim it on the 4005 with an AP. There you go. That definitely penned. The STB hit him as well. Dude's a one-shot, so that's alright. We're up to 2,500, which is pretty good, to be honest. We're just going to reload here again. Got the Leopard 1 chilling in front of us. Bruh. Oh, I gave myself sticky keys by pressing the shift key too many times. Come on, 140, cross it. Come on. There you go. Big, big shot there. Although it's not going to matter. I'm going to be real. This team threw. Big time. Really, really bad team. Well, this is our loss. That's factual. Bro, how is he not spotted? What? Okay. Okay, we're gaming. Don't spot him 10 feet in front of me. And then, I actually don't know how he wasn't spotted. Like, I can't give you an answer on how Wargaming would like to explain that to me. Alright, well, let's reload, and can't pen him there. Alright, well, that's fine. Just gonna bonk him for 530. Now we're gonna back up, and keep backing up, then we're gonna angle towards him at the last second. You know what, we're not doing awful here. Problem is, I don't have the DPM to really fight this guy. Let's see. Come on, show me your lower plate. Whatever, I'll just APM. It doesn't matter, it's a loss anyway. Ah, yeah, and the Leopard pens that. That's crazy. Oh, well, at least the VZ bounced me. We might. No, we don't. How many damages my armor at? Come on, game. Alright, well, whatever. If we had gotten, like, another 3 seconds there, we might have been able to get the shell out, but oh well. That was a guaranteed loss. Our team, instead of holding and waiting for the enemy team to make mistakes, just YOLO'd. They just kept driving into the open. We did a lot, 4,500, but there's nothing you can do when you have a 50B, deal 300 damage. When you have a Leopard, deal 300 damage. When you have a 4005, deal 400 damage. And even though we nuked their 183, and we nuked their 4005, our team just kept driving into the open and let the enemy Leopard and VZ farm 4,600 and 3,000 combined. So it's a pretty simple reason why we lost. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. This was actually a decent session for play to lose, so there you go. That's as much as we can get in the BZ. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.